thanks to you for continuing to watch my channel and support my channel, we are in a position where the Thaumaturge is in our hands very early, and it's in very few hands this early. And we get to take a look at a mission of a snapshot in the game to give it a try before it releases on February 20th. If you haven't heard about this, that's okay. Let me explain. This is an isometric RPG with a really neat looking turn-based combat system, not turn-based like on a grid necessarily. So just stay tuned. We'll get into that. This game is in 1905 Warsaw, and it's this blend of like fantasy with supernatural elements. And we have some special powers. There's some kind of creatures that we are able to bond with that allow us to do very bizarre things. This game is being published by 11-Bit Studios, who have either developed or published a bunch of games that I absolutely love. You guys have probably heard of them. This War of Mine you've heard of for sure. Frostpunk, which I'm playing on the channel right now. Moonlighter, we played on the channel. Children of Morta, The Invincible. Like, these guys don't miss. And yeah, I'm excited about this. So I'm glad we have this really early opportunity. And I'm just diving in here for the first time, so you're just going to get my raw kind of reactions to things. And let's start examining these things. The mission that we're on is called To Dust You Shall Return. I want to say there's going to be very minimal spoilers. We're not playing any heavy plot points or anything like that. But just so you know, there's your heads up. Okay, so what can we examine in here? Go to the Imperial Hotel to get Svetlana. I almost said the Imperial Palace, which is was a very cheap hotel in Vegas, and I went there 10 years ago. Don't look it up. It's bad. Okay. A decorative fan made of marabou feathers. Aniela, his quivering words still waft over the fan, uttered either to her husband or herself, complaining about her failing health and psyche. The small gusts of air didn't bring any relief. Trace unknown. Now, from my understanding, when we interact with certain objects, we're also able to connect with the feelings of the person that created or worked with that object last. So we'll keep our eye out for stuff like that. There's a perfume bottle gifted to Rasputin by the... Not even going to try that. Most likely as a suggestion that he might try to conceal his intense odor for the benefit of everyone. The gift was accepted, set aside, and never used. Medications, specifics prescribed by doctors and quacks. Now, we have this perception button that does guide us towards different objectives. Invitations, a pile of invitations to tea parties and dinners from Warsaw's notable personalities. The most recent one is from Countess Lermontowa. Then we can draw a conclusion based on these things that we've examined in here. If you're confused, that's okay. We're jumping in here at a later point in the game. Everything will be built up like a normal tutorial, I'm sure, in the full release. But anyways, let's get in here and let's just drink from a fire hose, if you will. The Naderzinskis, okay, that was not bad, are well situated. They're quite prosperous. They live a comfortable life and have friends in high places. No wonder Rasputin has chosen them. He seems to have won their favor by taking care of Aniela, who suffers from a nervous disorder. Okay. All right, let's get out here and see what's happening. The Imperial Hotel. Let's follow our perception here. Now, we've got a couple of different things that we can look at. So what is this thing? Oh, cool. This is like a little... Is this a live viewing of the area, or is that history? You can see that star was removed, so these little interactions. I don't know what kind of info this might be giving us. A sweet aftertaste with a hint of bitterness, a postcard from the overseas world where the song of heavenly birds meets the rattle of slave chains. Okay, cool. You can already tell, like, the world building in this is going to be awesome. Very, very cool stuff. Note with an advertisement, men's tailor. Accepts all manner of tailoring work, offering the lowest possible prices. Okay. You got it. So it says this here, I can catch a tram. Let's head to the southern Strodmiski. Help me, guys. Help me with the pronunciations, please. Lord knows. I could use the help. So we obviously have a fast travel system here that can get us around. City's getting crowded. Seems like when you load a new area, game runs really well. But when you load a new area, there's a little bit of optimization that could be done there. Okay. So what is this? A procession of slender legs, a review of colorful feathers and sweet voices. Unlike vaudeville dancers, these beauties make their lovers part with their fortunes unwittingly. Dude, the writing is already, I'm like, this is gonna be heavy. We got a thaumaturge point. Let's go. So, thaumaturge points, let's see here. Okay, so this is essentially our skill tree. 60% chance of dealing double damage. We'll just take a look at a couple of these here. Perfectionism, make every attack on the enemy deal the maximum possible damage. This upgrade enables using perception in the dimension, heart, perception in the dimension, mind. So, like, yeah, okay. Your bond is restored thanks to Rasputin's help. So these are, can't remember the name, salutors, tamed thanks to Rasputin's help. Lelik, Uper, look at them. They're cool looking too. Dang. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend these points on anything that I can. So these look like specific skills that you will use in battle. And from what I've seen, it's kind of like it looks like a timeline system mixed with maybe cards. Let me in.
Shut up, Snake.
Oh.
Did you think we wouldn't find out?
Идешь с нами.
Now, obviously in a game like this, your choices are going to matter. And 11-bit's not the developer, but they tend to lean towards games that have ambiguous choices, to say the least. And I feel like that's going to be no difference here. Now, this specific thing, obviously not a heavy impact, but you know what I'm saying.
I hope you clean up after yourselves.
Rumianцева, развернется камерник.
But I haven't done anything.
We can always come up with something. Arrest him.
Okay, so I did this fight to kind of learn some of the things. I lost one, and then I had to reload. But now I kind of understand a little bit what's happening, so I can explain it to you guys. So let me take you through here, and hopefully we can win it. So you can see down here, we've got focus, and we got health points. You go to 0 health, you die, that's obvious. If you lose your focus, you go into this breakdown mode, and then you can get hit by really powerful attacks. Enemies' health and focus, as you can see here. Now, a couple of these guys have traits. This guy's got focus, reduces impact on owner's focus by 1. You can attack with Bukovac to disable. So these guys over here are salutors. This is Bukovac here. We've got Velis, we've got Lelik, and we have Oop here. These guys all kind of specialize in different things. And when they're suggested, it's because it will likely disable an enemy's trait, which is pretty cool. So this one here, this trait is kind of interesting. This guy has resistance, so any damage we do to him is going to be reduced by 40%. He has a lot of focus, so he's going to take longer to get into those breakdown states. And then in those situations, we want to use these stronger attacks that are currently blocked because you need them to be in the breakdown states, right? And this casts the state on all enemies, suffering, which is some damage over time. So it looks like if we get somebody down to that breakdown state, I can cast this to kind of finish them off and put suffering on everybody, which is obviously pretty cool. So if I was to just come here and do one of my actions, let's see how that works. So the timeline up at the top, this is pretty cool. Everything goes by rounds, but you can see here in order from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know if they always will line up like that, but it's a very cool way to see who and when they are going to act. So let's just do a quick attack here. And then what I want to do is, hopefully his focus is gone. I would like to try this Sirmian blow, but I don't know if I can kind of delay until the next round or something. I just want something that's quick. Yeah, let's do this. 50% chance of interrupting the enemy's planned action. Now, they have unpredictability, so all of these guys, their actions are being hidden from us. But I imagine that there's some enemies we'll be able to detect, and some maybe we cannot. I don't know. But let's try this and see if we can disable their planned action. 50% chance. We have these cool little cutscenes. I like that. A little snake bite. Love that. Action concealed. Okay. So it does look like that worked because he was originally going in the third position. Now he's moved down to the bottom. So that's sweet. This guy's focus did not get removed. So I think the reason that is because he's got that trait. Reduces the impact on the owner's focus by 1. So maybe I was able to remove a bit of focus there with my attack, but because of that, that is not the case. So let me see here. If I was to go with Upir and attack him, I could disable that. And this also heals this eerie intoxication, but I don't need to heal right now. So I could do Bloody Penance, inflicts damage. The target's health points determine how much damage the skill inflicts. The more health, the higher the damage. I mean, it's not a bad time to let that rip. This reduces focus, removes all negative states from you. That's fine. But I don't necessarily want to... Yeah, okay. I guess, yeah, we want to... Let's reduce his focus. That's fine. For some reason, I thought that might be me. It would be cool if I could queue this up now, knowing that he's going to that breakdown state, but it doesn't seem like I have that option. So, let's do this, just to act really quick. Trait disabled, -1 focus. I'm going to take some damage here. We've got some bleeding here, and this can stack ×6, so I'm taking a lot of damage. But now I have concussion, so I can do big damage, and it's a quick one too, right? So reducing their focus, pretty major, I would say. And this icon here, this is the breakdown. So let's go ahead and do concussion, and then let's focus on somebody else. So this guy, let's look at disabling his trait for that damage reduction. This is going to reduce focus by 2. And you can see here the little cost, or not cost, I guess, but like how much focus is going to reduce. It's also going to remove all negative states from me and transfer it to the enemy. So that'll put my bleeding on him. This reduces focus, interrupts his planned action if he's in the suffering state, which he's not. The suffering state is something that we cast that applies that damage over time. So let's do this, okay? We're going to transfer our traits to him. It's going to reduce his focus by 2. And so you have a couple of ways of trying to deal with these enemies, right? You either try to get through their health points, or you try to break their focus for those big attacks. You can also restore focus. So if I go here with the diversion, I could reduce his even further and restore mine by 3, which makes me a little bit safer, I would say. The other thing I could do is just throw down a regular attack. I think with this guy, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do diversion. Oh, wait. Where was it? Didn't diversion... So diversion on him reduces focus and restores mine by 3. But over here... Oh, it doesn't, because the impact on the owner's focus is reduced by 1 because of his specific trait. Got it. Now that's making sense. I understand completely. Let's throw on this suffering to this guy. What a cool system, man. This is really, really neat. And again, like, we're diving in here later into the story, right? So all of this would be taught to you, and it's just something to keep in mind because it is a little bit intense just diving in here. But I think you guys are smart enough where you can figure out what's happening here. Okay. So what I need to do is heal, I think. So I've got Eerie Intoxication. It's going to restore my health by 11, which is half of what I've lost. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less of it. The issue, though, that I don't like is that this is only dealing 5 to 6 damage, but what am I going to do? You know? What am I going to do? What a good question. Let's maybe focus him. We'll try to get through this guy's focus once we... Well, yeah. Because I only disable this with Bukovac, right? I'm just not confident that I could... I'm just not confident that I'm going to be able to sustain all this damage, but maybe I can. Maybe I can. Bloody Wedding. Equal to 8 for each enemy affected by suffering state. So if we have that suffering on multiple, like this guy, then we'd be able to get a lot of damage. This is very slow because the lower the enemy's health points, the faster the skill speed. But he is pretty juiced up there. Let's just do this to disable that thing. And then, do I want to restore my focus? I probably have to. If I go here, though, I at least reduce his and increase mine. And it's happening, those are two relatively quick actions, so I can act again in this round before getting attacked. And I could even do it here, right? His is disabled now, too. They're both roughly the same health at this point. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. And then I want to heal for sure. So I can save him for later. Let's attack this guy and go with the Eerie Intoxication. He is going to act next. I hope they don't have enough to kill me. I mean, it's not looking awesome. But we do have a big attack there now if I want it. With concussion. And then his attack's going to go off and heal me a bit. See ya. What a cool, like, this is a really neat system. Like, really, really neat. Okay. Let's see if we can finish this out here. Even if I do this planned attack, I still will attack before he hits me. So I'm okay with this. And then we're going to go Eerie Intoxication. Each subsequent action that restores health points will restore less of it. So last time we're getting healed by a lot. Now we're getting healed by a little. What's the other one? We have another healing one. 6 of your health points. 50% chance to triple that amount. I mean, I might as well flip that coin. Boom, baby. Hello. That'll do. Really neat system. Really neat system. Help Svetlana flee from Warsaw. Talk to Svetlana. Yeah, this is... I'm excited to play this from the beginning. Just to kind of learn the buildup of everything. While one of the attackers, I found the ID of the Okrana officer. We can draw a conclusion from that. Maybe able to use the document for my own purposes. Okay. Threadbare but clean. Attacker's hat. It smells of freshly printed tabloid. Okay. I don't want to get too much into the codex stuff because I don't want to accidentally spoil any major plot things for you guys.
No vad doigrałaś. If you hadn't shown up here. I need a moment. Leave me.
Okay. Something continues to elude you. Keep searching. Oh, interesting. So if I just leave...
Forgive me. I'll be back in a moment.
Let's just take a quick look around. What's this? Svetlana's letters. They contain criticism of the Empire. The letters are covered with the hoarfrost of cold calculation. Its flowers blossom in the pattern of the sheets of paper, expressing a thought as clear as a shard of ice. Hand over the letters to a superior, put a noose around the traitor's neck, accept a promotion, be appreciated for once. The Okrana officers came for Sofia Scallon, but stayed because of Svetlana's letters. Showing the correspondence to the authorities would have meant the noose for the aristocrat, bringing the officers one step closer to their coveted promotion. So long as they kept climbing that career ladder, the cost didn't matter. I bet you that gives us what we need. Yeah, very cool. Why are the Okrana interested in you?
Why are the Orana after you?
Evidently,
That's
they
how I
were
pronounced it.
tired of sending threatening letters. Or maybe it's because my last soirée ended with a scandal about the Governor General's daughter. I think they're looking for someone to blame.
But you had nothing to do with what happened to Sofia.
I know, but how can you be sure?
Truth be told,
Victor.
there was a wild salutor at the party. Anyway, if I hadn't caught him, then Samira...
The salutors again
Your
are those
father
beasts.
was right about you.
Don't you dare!
No, don't you dare. You're the one who caused the trouble, so you're going to arrange my safe transportation to Vienna. Is that clear?
Yes.
Good. And now forgive me, but I have no intention of staying here a moment longer. Where may I await your return?
At the Nadarzyńskis.
Perfect. Can we leave immediately?
Come on, I'll hail you a carriage.
Wait, my travel chest. I never go anywhere without it.
I really like his voice acting.
I'd feel safer if you rode with me to the Nadarzyńskis.
If I'm going to help you, I first have to visit the place where a friendship was born, and more than one hope died, where the gods of chaos lounge amid the absinthe fumes.
Что?
I need to go to the London bar.
Just hurry, please.
Talk to the Abercy at the London bar. Yeah, this is cool, man. I think, I'll tell you what, guys. I just wanted to do a quick look here and just get a sense of what this is like. Show you guys a little bit, because you probably haven't seen a ton of it. And I think we'll just pause here, because if we end up playing this game, then I don't want anything. I don't want to know anything. I want to go in as blind as possible. But getting a little taste of the combat there and what the world is like to explore, getting into seeing what some of the skill points and stuff are like. Here's some of the like inventory items that we have. I don't want to go through any of the entries or anything because potential spoilers, but yeah, this is neat. Cool world. Cool thing with those salutors. The card system and the timeline combo, very cool. Having the 4 different salutor. I don't know if there's more. Maybe there's more. Maybe I assume you have to kind of get them as you go. He did mention a salutor that he captured or what have you. So I'd be curious to see if there's more than that or how you attain them. I don't know. This has a lot of questions for me in a very curious way. So let me know what you guys think and hope you enjoyed this very quick look. I am able to show you like an hour, but again, I just want to do a snapshot. Just a little tease. Just a tease. I'll have links down below for you to check out. This is not sponsored, by the way. They just sent me this early code and save file to check out. So, yeah, I think you guys are going to dig this one. Let me know what your thoughts are. Bye for now.